Let us discuss this concept. See, in previous video, we have seen what is upper bound, what is lower bound. When we say set is bounded above, when we say set is bounded below. So this is next concept to it, that is bounded set, simply bounded set. If the set is bounded below as well as bounded above, then we say the set is bounded. That means if the set has lower bound and if the set has upper bound, okay, both elements should be possible, then we say the set is bounded. Getting? If the set is bounded above but not below, then we will not say it is bounded. Or if the set is bounded below but not bounded above, then also we cannot say it is bounded. Okay, so we should have its lower bound as well as upper bound, then only we say the set is bounded. You can make a screenshot of this definition. After that we will discuss few examples. Let us discuss this example. So in this example, we have set A having 5 elements only. So clearly 2 less than or equal to x for all x belongs to A. So that means all elements of A are either greater or equal to 2. So therefore we declare 2 is a lower bound. So set A has a lower bound, so that's why we can say A is bounded below. And clearly we can write x less than or equal to 6 for all x belongs to A. All elements of A are either less or equal to 6. So that's why we can declare 6 is upper bound of set A. So therefore A is bounded above. So the given set has lower bound as well as upper bound, so that means it is bounded below as well as bounded above. So therefore we can declare given set A is bounded set. So therefore A is bounded set. Okay, so in this way we completed this example. Let us discuss few more examples. So in this second example we have set B. So B is a closed interval 0, 10. So this is an interval we have. Okay, so clearly all elements of BRI are greater than or equal to 0. So clearly I will mention 0 less than or equal to x for all x belongs to B. So that means what I want to say, B is lower bound of this set. So therefore set B is bounded below. So therefore set B is bounded below. Okay, so clearly one more thing I can write, x less than or equal to 10, all elements of B are less than or equal to 10, and this is true for all x belongs to B here. So therefore what can we say? Therefore B is bounded above. So that means set B is bounded below as well as set B is bounded above. So therefore we can declare set B is bounded set. Therefore B is bounded set. Okay, make a screenshot of it. After that we will discuss one more example. See, in example 3 we have set C, which is a set of natural numbers. You are familiar with the set of natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. So all these are natural numbers. Okay. See, what can we write here? Clearly, x 1 less than or equal to x for all x belongs to C. All elements of C, that means natural number, are greater than or equal to 1. So therefore 1 is lower bound and we can declare therefore C is bounded below. Getting? C is bounded below. So there is 1, so all elements are greater than or equal to 1. But can you find any number such that all natural numbers are less than that number? No, since natural number are infinite and they are moving in the direction of infinity. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 30, 100, 1000, 1 lakh and so on. Getting? So we cannot find any upper bound for this set. So I will mention here C is not bounded above. So that means C is bounded below, but it is not bounded above. So therefore we cannot say it is bounded. So I will clearly mention therefore C is not bounded set. Bounded set. What is the condition? The set should be bounded below and bounded above, both. Then only we can declare it is a bounded set. So here C is bounded below, but it is not bounded above. So that's why it is not a bounded set. Make a screenshot of it. After that we will stop. Thank you. Bye bye.